I don't know if y'all are watching it or not, but the second season of Love is Blind is in full swing on Netflix. Now, there are the couples that we have been following. Of course, there's Natalie and Shane, there's Danielle and Nick, Jared and Ayana, Shake and Deeps, and I didn't get a picture of Mallory and Sal. I just thought about it at the last second.
Yes, and then Mallory and Sal would be our last one, and then we had one other one, Shayna and Kyle, but Shayna said, "Man, fuck you, dog and mouth." So for those that don't know,
well, she really did it. She only did, but here's the real reason: Kyle was a devout atheist. Shayna has said her religious beliefs mean a lot to her, and Kyle was like, "Wait, so it's a big deal?" She was like, "Yes," and so she left his ass. All right, but go ahead. What you about to say?
But here's my problem: she should have never said yes to the proposal. So for those that don't know, I guess some kind of spoiler alert. They got in an argument about religion.
We almost at the last episode, bro. We passed that.
Fine. They got in an argument about religion in the pods. He straight up. She was like, "I'm Christian and my faith is important to me. That's how I want to raise my kids, etc., etc." Right? He was like, "Oh, well, you're not gonna like this." She's like, "What?" And he goes, "I'm atheist." And she goes, "Well, shit." And there was this talk. She's like, "Well, I would never ask you to convert if that's not what you're doing." And he's like, "Nah, I mean," and he's kind of clowning her faith and whatnot. That should have been the end of it. But what she decided to do instead is, and he came back a couple days later and was like, "Look, I'm really sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. Would you marry me?"
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
When she said, when Kyle said, "I'm an atheist," what did Shayna say? What did you say Shayna said?
I don't even remember, bro. What she said?
Well, shit.
Shit.
As soon as he said that he's atheist, and if it's that important to you that's where how your family was raised, that's how you want your kids to be raised, that it's central to who you are at your core, then that should be a wrap. If there's not a space in your heart for him to not believe in Christianity and for you to do so and y'all to work together on that and whatnot, if you can't do that, then that's a wrap. This is not a continued conversation, and yet she accepted his proposal, and we talked about this. She did that fucked up shit that first night where she was like,
she told him, she was like, "I think we should sleep in separate beds," which I can understand.
Well, Jimmy, hold on. This is not just a relationship. You got to understand, Love is Blind. They make your ass get proposed and married within like a month. So it's like, if you're not willing to be married to someone that does not see this eye to eye on faith, then I don't like, at least enough to genuinely agree to disagree. I know plenty of people that are two separate faiths, whether it be agnostic or atheist and a religion, or two different religions, as long as they can acknowledge that and whatnot. But if it is that central to you and you're like, this is what I want, to fuck all that shit. So they get there, they get to Mexico. It's the first night. He's like, "Yeah, girl, you so fine. Like, we eating dinner. Like, we gonna get
this."
Yeah, she goes. First of all, I think we need to stay in separate rooms. He goes, "Bitch, we're engaged. Like, we're."
Well, she said separate beds. She was like, "Yeah, you're like, I'm sleeping on the couch."
Rooms.
Yeah, she
said
separate. You're right.
And then she goes, "And I'm gonna go to bed." He goes, "It's 7:30." And she was like, "Well, good night." And so he's doing this real sad ass talking head where he's like, "Well, y'all, I love her. Like, we're engaged. It's kind of weird I stay in the same room, but I get it. I got to respect her wishes. So tomorrow's going to be a great day." Turns the lights off to get in bed. They cut to a shot of her ass with her suitcases walking down the hall, still in the fucking robe. Didn't even put clothes on. She just immediately packed her shit and walked out. So, like, I don't fucks with her, man. And for her to follow it up try to fuck Shane.
She is this season's Jessica.
Because she's trying to fuck Shane now.
Oh, she did. Hey, she did that to Shane. Hey, you really think you compatible with her? Get the fuck out of here. I was like, oh.
That. The fact that she went to Natalie, she was like, "Haha, when it fails, I have a guy for you." Like, nigga.
But hold on, here's the problem I have with Natalie and Shane. Now, for those who don't remember who Natalie and Shane are, let me pull the picture back up for you. 1 second, please. This is Natalie and Shane. Here's the issue I have with this. Now, first off, we know they fucked first night, okay? She was ready to fuck. Shane was like, whatever. The problem is Shane's a douchebag. He's a jock. Like, she's trying to play, like, one thing, like, Shane needs constant reaffirmations of things like that. And she like, yo, I'm not that person. She like, I'm with you. Like, we good. But the fact that this nigga wants hamburgers, hot dogs, and a chocolate fountain at the wedding, and she was like, no.
It's not just that, bro. Did you see how drunk he was at the bachelor party when everyone was hitting balls and he couldn't hit a single one? And then he's drunk in the stands like, fucking parents are fucking shit, man. Hey, fucking Sal don't even fucking play sports and he's fucking hit home runs.
Let me say this. I understand that everybody First of all, it was dope to see a whole cast that's from my city because everybody's from Chicago. So that's how I knew. First of all, I was like,
all from or they got moved to?
No. All of them. They're all from Chicago or the suburbs.
Right.
So this way, that's why they were easily able to do the jobs. Think about it. When they move in together, they can go back to work. So they all work in Chicago. So here's my thing. I was happy to see the city on display. But if you tell me that my bachelor party is just me and a bunch of niggas hitting pitches in Wrigley Field,
half of that you don't know.
Half of them you don't know. It's just a bunch of motherfuckers because everybody brought their friends.
They all brought their homies.
Fuck this wedding, nigga. I don't want to. This ain't what I planned. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna go party, I want to go ahead and get drunk. All of a sudden,
I guarantee you, Shake and Jared both got there and they're like, I was hoping to see some titties.
The bitches. I'm hoping for bitches.
I will. Wait. Yo, real talk. Shake and them walked up in that motherfucker. They walked into that goddamn stadium talking about,
where the bitches at? It's supposed to be titties. Where the fucking titties and the bitches?
Like, I would be genuinely upset if that. But I would put this, man. You can't put that shit on TV. So I bet you they did that, and then when they finished filming, they probably did go do some shit. I would guess.
No, nigga, they was up north. If the only strip club they took them to up north is the Admiral, and that's not a strip club you want to take niggas to for their bachelor party. You want to take these niggas in the suburbs where they got bullet holes and cigarette burns when you know you finna get a best for your dollar shit.
You got a party bus and a camera crew. You can't take your ass down to the bullet hole strip club.
Yes, you can, nigga. Yes. You think nigga, I'm looking at it. Hold on, wait, man. Give me a second. Let me see something.
Well.
Yes, the fuck you can.
Okay, all right, look. I hate that we're moving so fast, but you do have to go in 5 minutes, and I'm assuming you would like to talk about the Karen today.
Before we talk about that, I want to talk about what I think is arguably the worst relationship on this whole thing.
Who?
Shake and Deeps. Nigga. I said Shane's an asshole. Shake is like, man, there's this emotional connection, but I'm not physically attracted to her.
Before you finish, hold on. Jimmy Nail says, hey, Jay, fuck you. I worked at the Admiral.
You know about the goddamn Admiral. The Admiral is not a place you take somebody for the goddamn strip club, for the bachelorette party. You take a motherfucker there because he don't want to go home to his wife and kids. Anyway, Shake and Deeps, nigga, the whole purpose of this show is getting a connection with someone and loving them for who they are before you see them. He spent the whole fucking time talking about he wanted somebody he can put on his shoulders at a music festival, all these different things. But like Deeps is trying to fuck, and he like, yo, we not fucking. She was like, yo, it's been all this time. Like, niggas, you gonna give me some dick? And he's like, nah, you know what? I think I'm tired. Like, bruh. And here's a problem. He goes around telling everybody else that he is not attracted to her.
Bro, the best part is, and Cheryl called it, Shake's mom goes, she deserves better than you.
Yes, she did.
She is a wonderful woman. And if you're not feeling it, then you need to cut it loose and let her go because she deserves better than you. She deserves someone that is into her fully. So quick predictions. Shake and Deeps, you think they're getting married?
Nope.
Okay. Danielle and Nick, you think they're getting married? Because Danielle's got her issues, bro.
It's just unless the therapist is doing the wedding. Nope.
Shane and Natalie, you think they're getting married?
Nope.
Jared and Iana, do you think they're getting married?
Yeah, I think they do. Somehow, some way, I think it happens.
And Sal and Mallory, you think they're getting married?
Nope, but I think Mallory finds a way to hop on the blue line or the brown line, wherever that nigga Jared lives close to, and try to dip off and fuck him. Because Mallory gonna try to. We talk about Shayna trying to fuck Shane. Mallory low key really wanted. She keep acting like I'm trying to love Sal, but
yo, hold up, time out. Time out!
Nigga every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. All full episodes exclusively available on Twitch for the month of February. www.twitch.tv/BLERDS, the letter NTHEHOOD. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.